Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about managed services and also what Ericsson has been doing in the managed services space here in Romania. But let me first talk a little bit about the trends we see in the marketplace. I mean, as you've heard, there's the highly sophisticated smartphones that are on the marketplace now, and then there's also the increase in demand, for multimedia-rich applications and services created by these smartphones from end users. There's the clear increase in demand for mobile broadband and internet, always-on technology, and also the social networking sites like Facebook and Twitter, etc. Then in the past years, as you know, there's been the economic climate and the crisis that we've been facing, and operators and everybody's looking to reduce their operational costs. Then there's also the convergence of both telecom and IT, the move to all IP and soft switching. Then we have the convergence of 2G, of 3G, and as you heard today, the advance now of 4G and LTE. Then again we have the sort of large global operators with a multi-country presence, looking to provide standard offerings and looking for economies of scale. And then we see obviously the operators are now focusing on, with all this technology and complexity in technology, operators are focusing on their end customer. They're focusing on what they need to do best, their core business, which is to provide new and improved end user services in a reduced time to market. So all these factors are leading up to operators looking for partners that can take on a much broader responsibility. And one of the ways they can do that is through a managed service deal or contract. And one of the important factors in choosing a partner for managed services is to ensure that partner has a full scope of services, a full end-to-end responsibility, and to be able to be accountable for the end service and the contractual SLAs and KPIs that need to be delivered. What you can see here is Ericsson's scope of services in this managed services space, both globally and available here on the Romanian market. You can see we have each of the domains from network, access, transmission core, through value-added services into BSS and OSS. And those domains, we have services available from all the activities from planning and design, optimization, application development, through into operations in terms of front office, back office, and finally into field services. Another factor in choosing a partner for managed services, it's important to have a partner with both a local and a global service capability. A global capability in order to be able to provide synergies, economies of scale, and also draw on best practice from other customers around the world. But then also a local service presence, with a team dedicated to that customer that can work directly with the customer in helping them to improve their business, to identify the activities which need to be done locally and also need to be done, could be done globally. So as you can see, Ericsson has a global presence, and we have over 300 managed services contracts in over 100 countries, and we're now managing networks covering over 370 million subscribers. Another important factor to think of is services and managed services is a people business, so it's important to invest in those people. And it's also important to be able to have a process, a procedure of transferring employees from the customer into the managed operation. And Ericsson has this process and has been doing this for 15 years. And as you can see, in the last 5 years, we've successfully integrated over 10,000 employees into Ericsson's managed services business, bringing into Ericsson and increasing our competence with specific operator knowledge. Another important factor is is to draw on best practice from around the world, and it's important that your partner has processes around knowledge management and knowledge sharing as well, to be able to draw, to be able to use information from, say, for example, a corrective maintenance work in one customer, to be able to then apply that proactively to another customer before the issue happens in that customer. And again, this is exactly what Ericsson has, and this is what Ericsson has here on the Romanian market. So we have a 24/7, 365 days a year, fully redundant managed service delivery platform with full disaster recovery procedures. This managed service delivery platform basically is a complete tool set which allows engineers, for example in the UK, to talk and discuss and look at the same issue and work in the same way with engineers here in Romania. So we have tools that cover operational support systems, surveillance, fault management, this kind of thing. We also have a state-of-the-art workforce management application for field services, and we also have here, again here in Romania, a customer portal to be able to allow operators and customers to see their own KPIs live, basically. We also have a standard blueprint, a standard organizational blueprint that is put in place all around the world, and again this covers the front office, back office, operational support, application development, as you can see on the slide. And again, I talked about knowledge sharing. Each of the engineers here in Romania are measured on their knowledge sharing, on both the volume and the quality of the knowledge objects that they create in order to be proactive and provide customer service excellence to our customers. So here, this is a slide about what we're currently delivering here in Romania. As you can see, since May 2007, when we first launched the Global Network Operations Center, we've created over 750 jobs here in Romania, and we now deliver managed services in over 15 countries worldwide from our center here in Militari. We cover, again, as I said, we have the full scope of services, covering both the network, the value-added services, OSS and BSS, and again, all the way from planning, design, optimization, through to operations, application development, and now field services. As you will have heard in the press, I mean, last year in December, we were pleased to announce the first managed services deal here in Romania, and we then took on 407 employees, and since January of this year we've been providing service in field services. We have a presence in each of the counties in Romania. We have competence in power and climate, in switching, and again through investment in our own people and training in Ericsson's own technologies, we're now starting to have a capability in transmission, in network rollout, radio base stations, etc. So you may ask, well, I mean, managed services, isn't that just for mature markets? Well, as you've seen from the penetration, from some of the other slides before, you know, the increase in demand, the focus on the need to focus on costs and the penetration of handsets in the Romanian market. I think right now Romania is prime for additional managed services deals, and in Ericsson we'd be very keen to partner with operators, with media companies, with utilities companies to further improve our capability and offering to the telecommunications market.